This could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the Bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's just the troll. Hi everyone, hello! Welcome back to some more Let's Play The Witcher 3. We left off, we managed to get an audience with Reuben, who is otherwise known as Dijkstra, the Prince of Thieves, who we've met before, Carver, I think is his name, a dwarf, and we are looking for the final person whose name I currently forget. But they are the leaders of the underworld here in Novigrad. And we are looking for the fourth member of their troop, so that we can hopefully figure out what happened to Dandelion. While we were down here, we also know that Dandelion helped with a heist of Dijkstra's, well, treasure, taking most of it with him. We don't know where it went, we don't know how he did it, we have some hints. We know that he's responsible. We're going to figure out any information we can to help us track down where the loot went for Dijkstra.
Hey, Bart. Got a minute?
Minute? But no minute got. But rocks got. Rocks want?
I mean a minute to talk.
You mean? But nice.
One more time. Can we talk?
Siggy you like. Talk me with.
Like, I'm gonna have to use that. Got a minute. No, I don't have a... No, I don't. I have something. I'm gonna have to use that. That's incredible, Bart. Thank you.
Anything suspicious happened before the robbery?
Suspicious. But no understand.
Something not normal. Something strange. Maybe you saw, felt, heard something?
Yeah. But here. His.
Probably the bomb being lit.
The hissing. Where did it come from?
But his here. In life tree.
What?
Where, but turdy dump.
Okay, we're in the lavatory where he poops.
What kind of hissing was it? Like a snake?
No, his other, not animal all at.
Right. So, like what?
Like, rock?
A hissing rock. All right. Let's change the subject.
Good. But time got. Jorfun go. But God, now nothing.
Why do you like Siggy so much?
Siggy good. Siggy can't take part.
He locked you up, alone, underground. Don't get bored down here? Not much to do.
When but not much do. But think. Lots.
What about, if you don't mind my asking?
Rocks.
Rocks?
Rocks interesting.
That's fair enough. He likes rocks, likes singing about them, finds them interesting. Good for him. Maybe he can become a jeweler someday.
Thanks for your help. So long.
Long. Long.
That was frightening. Hello, Bart. Alright, so... Oh, hello. What have we here?
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
Ah, someone was in the bathhouse and dropped the bomb down from above, would be my guess. Probably stuck it in a water pipe. Enhanced O-Grid oil. Can we create it? No. What do we need? A cave troll liver and 2 bear fat. The bear fat we have in our stash. Anything else around here? Just a few tapestries. And probably nothing worthwhile in the crates. All that mist will kill us, so we're gonna check it. We're gonna need to be careful.
Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away.
Surprised Geralt doesn't remember the conversations he'd had with the other ladies. I think we can search these 2 things, but then we have to drink the potion.
Shouldn't go any further without taking that antidote. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast.
Okay, let's do exactly that. We won't have too much time with it, but we should have enough. Where was that antidote? Full moon cat, white honey, Marber forest. Oh, this is it. It's already on our inventory.
I thought Witcher's potions were vile. Fine grading. Couldn't push much through that. Fine grading. Couldn't push much through that. Definitely came through here.
Ah, some coins are left. We might find a little bit more treasure lying around.
Drowners. Of course.
I don't think he's gonna miss any of this. Mr. Whatchamacallit will. I have to pay attention to how much time we have left on our antidote. That's where we came from. So we'll just search this. Actually, we should probably jog in this location, Tim.
And a ring. Dandelion's cohorts were either clumsy or in a big hurry.
I can see or feel all those drowners. Oh, hello. It's like someone didn't make it.
The thug Dijkstra hired.
Some decent alchemy supplies are in this location. Lots of alcohol as well. Sorry about that, everyone. I was going to search this body first.
Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Guess he had the antidote too. Couldn't keep it down any more than the other guy. Need to burn the corpses. Otherwise, drowners will never stop. Yet another shiny bauble.
We gotta fight our way into that mess. Ah, darn it. Alright, Tim, just charge in. Okay, not bad. We won. Though I did have to use a sand swallow to do so. Accidentally drank an oral as well while I was at it. Thought it was my water. Obviously, we're searching the bodies. I don't see anything else down here with our Witcher senses.
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
Before we do so, I think we'll explore a little bit more of this place. Ah! Looks like it led outside.
Gold coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat.
And sailed it right out. Good for him. Unfortunately, it's going to take a lot of effort to get Dijkstra back his treasure. An enhanced racing saddle. Is that better than what we currently have on Roach? No. The Superior's better? The Superior's better. Before, however, we head on out, I want to see what else is in this little area. Some silver, dwarven spirit, lots of dwarven spirit. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we were underneath an inn or a tavern of some sort here. Actually, I don't know better. We very well might be. Some demon oil. Okay, we should have enough antidote to get us out of the sewer system. I don't think we left anything else behind. We should also burn the other body.
There. Maybe now the Dremels will go feed elsewhere.
Okay, well, that was fun. All done now. Let's head on up and we will... Actually, can we talk to the troll again first? Let's see if we can tell him about what happened. He's probably not intelligent enough to understand us.
Can we talk a bit more?
But talk will.
Nothing else. Okay, well, let's head on up now. We'll let Dijkstra know what we discovered. Nothing else in his little lair except for a few gold coins, which we can take. Guess we might as well search all this stuff while we're down here, too. Well, if it doesn't weigh anything, might as well take it. We also don't need the golden oriole anymore on our waist. We definitely won't need any more. Well, I don't know if we'll need any more of that ever, but we won't need any of it at the moment. Let's take a... we'll do this. Thought that was a dead body over there for a second. I was like, what was that? When was that added to this area? Oh, right, everyone. Well, I just got done uploading the last part, and it was the first time I had to add a NSFW to it. Given all the, how should we say, sumptuous ladies walking around here, and the tattoos on everyone's body. What the heck? Prince of Thieves or Prince of Beggars? Wow, my goodness. On BitChute, I was able to put the video into a not safe for work type of state, but on YouTube, they don't have anything of the sort, so I just have to flag it as that. I didn't censor anything because it's art. It's not like this is actual pornography or anything of the sort. So I hope nothing bad happens to the channel. Guess I'll find out in the next few weeks. But other people have uploaded this scene, that scene as well, so I don't think I'll have any trouble. We could loot some of these hand fibers, but I don't think we need to. Let's talk with, Hobbit? Habit. We cannot talk with him. Hello, Dijkstra. Dijkstra.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
From Master Spy to Master Criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiation.
Yeah.
We've read this before. I think we already said all three. Oh, we did. I'm sorry, everyone. They're grayed out. I thought they were not. All right, let's let them know we're done investigating.
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Found a second corpse, one of the thieves. Threw up the antidote just like your man Fonz.
A beautiful death. Anything on the body?
Not much. Empty vial.
Wouldn't have left him behind if he was anybody. Common porter, must be. Knew nothing, means nothing. Dead end. Literally.
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates. Left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale, with the crumbs.
I know the one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out. Breaks off there. My bet, they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah, a cart drawn by sewer rats does seem unlikely. And since boats don't leave trails, it amounts to fuck all.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit, while at Oxenford Academy. but this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Good. Now he knows how it happened, and so do we. We need to find out what drain they dropped the bomb down.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hammond keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in me knickers. All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Nothing here.
All right. Well, we're going to take a look around at all this stuff. Take a few hand fibers. I don't think he's going to miss it after all. Oh, looks like we might have already found it.
Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like.
This is probably it. Let's look around for anything else as well. Nah, this must be it. Can we shout? Oh, getting the emergency flooding sound coming from my phone. It's pouring rain outside with thunder and lightning as well. Clues and these behind German's richer senses. Well, we found it. It's right here. Is there anything else I'm missing? Oh, there is.
Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
By the way, what about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Fair enough. He trusts them. I think he's also a eunuch, so it's not like he's going to be ogling or disturbing the customers either. He's here for loyalty to him, not for probably any other reason, I guess.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertold Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henckle.
Henckle? That's impossible.
We know, I'm pretty sure, Henckle is the gentleman who's dead, who is a member of the fine arts, and who Dandelion was inquiring about.
Margrave Henckle, who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henckle. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Gotta ask me nicely. I'm not one of your delivery boys.
Pardon my tone. I've grown accustomed to ordering folk around and barking as I do it.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henckles Home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you!
That's useful, because we might find information about Dandelion there, because he is, I'm pretty sure, the person who has done this, or had a hand in its occurrence. Alright, well, goodbye bathhouse. Guess you're gonna be closed for the foreseeable future. Wow, we arrived here at 10 at night. It's now 11 in the morning. But I don't think we need to rest quite yet. Let's keep moving. How is our inventory? We have a single riding saddle that we'll want to sell. And we might as well do a little more of this before we... Well, let's look at our quest log first. So this is a main quest, actually. But I think we should probably try to... Well, they both could be useful. They'll both probably lead us to Dandelion. Where on the map is this quest turned in? And the other? Oh, these are just notice boards. Alright, quest. Get Junior, visit the arena, visit the casino. Find his hideout. These seem like things to do at night. We'll go visit the other person's house at the moment. Enjoy the beautiful weather as well. Quite the opposite of what's doing outside at the moment. I really should probably take a look at that phone and see what it's warning, but I'm pretty sure it's just a flash flood warning. I say that like it's no big deal. Although my yard floods, I haven't had it actually ever get into the house, so I think I will be fine. Sump pump works pretty well, getting it off out of underneath the home too. One of the best things I purchased for the home was that sump pump. I don't know if I've ever mentioned to it, but...
They say some witches spy for the black ones.
It's true. Not me, though, sir. Oh, while we're here, let's visit this gentleman. Repair our gear.
Top-notch swords?
You're an armor. I don't think you sell swords.
Show me what you have in stock.
Now, off-screen some time ago, in the last video, at some point during it, I believe, I made the boots I'm currently wearing. Just as a heads up. Right, so we're gonna vendor that. Keep everything else. We have lots of wire on us. I don't see anything I need to sell at the moment. And is he selling any better schematics? I don't think so. Yeah, these are all just diagrams. Though I wouldn't mind having an Igni sign. Glyph. Let's purchase one of those. I've already read that map. Oh, we can learn how to make repair kits. Really? For only $9, we'll take that. Okay, we'll pick up a few more diagrams from him, I suppose. We have the money, and now so does he. I won't feel guilty coming back here and selling him more equipment. Will he buy our saddle? He will. Wow, 106 for this Silver Emerald ring. Beautiful. Alright, while we're here, we should repair our gear. Now, what can we craft? So the boots are my current level. I'm using these types of boots. Our chest armor, we're level 15. I was tempted to make this armor. It is level 15. It's going to be heavy armor. Doesn't say. It's tempting to do so. For gauntlets, we have axeman gauntlets coming out, but those will be heavy armor. And for trousers, axeman trousers are also coming up, but we lose quite a bit if we take them. I think we will take the... Oh, even this is better armor. Sorry about that, everyone. Hold on. This is plus 12, 10, 5. Cavalry armor is plus 7. 5, 5, weighs 8. Weighs 8. Why not? Let's make this. We've got the supplies. It's actually quite a bit of supplies. We're gonna need to keep an eye open for silk. Can I make silk, actually? Or linen? Linen. Do that, at least. Well, as long as I'm here, might as well begin making a few more bits that we need. That's 4, and this is... Okay, we'll make the heavy armor. Can I actually make upgrades? Oh, I need 2 lesser glyphs to make a normal glyph. Well, he's selling lesser glyphs, I believe. To make a lesser glyph of Igni. Oh, I need lesser glyphs of infusion. I think that's a crafting component. But yes, okay. We can only make one of these, though. It requires feathers. Oh, but he's selling them, and they're cheap enough. With that done, I can make 2 lesser glyphs of Igni. Getting expensive for this.
So long.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and actually put some of these glyphs into our equipment while I'm here. Oh, and we should totally wear this. I love the look of that. That is amazing. And we'll put a glyph of Igni into the chest armor. And we can put Ard into our boots and into our trousers. Actually, we should probably not put it into the trousers. We will take the glyph out of this armor, though, and then vendor this armor to this gentleman.
Top-notch.
Oh, right. The armor's going to make some sound as we're walking around as well. I forgot about that.
Willing to craft something for me?
Okay, so we want to remove this. Oh, upgrades will be destroyed when the item's removed. It's expensive to make it, though. If I was to sell him the armor, how much would that vendor for? 87. If I was to dismantle the armor... If I dismantle the armor, we get back the glyph of Igni and a bunch of other supplies for half the cost of removing the upgrade. I'm
So long.
pretty sure that's an oversight. Okay, well, with that done, let's head on over to the house. We should have time to at least check on the house this episode.
What a freak.
Thank you. Some people think that's an insult. I think it's keeps us unique, being a freak.
fire, why me?
Sometimes bad things happen to good people. Or sometimes you're just in the wrong spot at the right time. Suppose this
What
is
a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends. Footprints.
Yep, those are indeed footprints. Oh, that was an accident. I meant to light the I meant to light that. I don't even know what I picked up. I think a candelabra. Well, this stuff's not going to sell itself. Oh, hello.
Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer.
Treasure chest under the stairs. Crystallized essence. That's not that easy to find. We can't actually search the chest. It's not for us, apparently. Any good books to read while we're here? Oil Ninjas of the North. Care for your sword soldier, which I think contains a repair kit. Actually, we should take all the books. Can't think of reason not to. They vendor for a tiny bit at the book merchant. A casket? Is that an actual, like, coffin? No. It must be like a coffer. 12 o'clock. Don't need a ladle. Still don't need a ladle. I want to light that. I want to light it.
A letter. And a bottle.
And the meteorite ignet. Don't forget about the meteorite ignet. That's really expensive. I need to complete a quest.
A wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or Ceres.
With love from D. Interesting. Hello. So it goes up to the wall and stops there. Might be a secret switch in the wine cellar.
$12:45 to $12:54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think. Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain. Sugar, and lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium? Looks like they made the bomb here. Stain. Wyvern oil.
Lots of notes on everything, it looks like, as well. We might as well take the books. If I'm taking any books, might as well take all of them.
Ciri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
Wonder if they're Whoreson's followers or their guards. It won't matter either way. We're gonna have to deal with them.
Dijkstra and Triss. Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervois, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first. We agreed. If I learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was concerned about you. Stopped by to see if everything was all right.
Thanks. You can breathe easy now. In the future, though, remember this. I can look after myself.
Fine. You look after yourself, and I'll look after my interests.
Gentlemen, really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here. So I beg you, can we get to the point?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
'Cause I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henckles told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something, and that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Oh, wrong.
So we do your dirty work while you sit around twiddling your thumbs.
Darling, when I'm able to make use of someone, I always do. It's convenient.
And safe. Come on, admit you're scared of Menge.
Of course I'm scared. Bloody dangerous whore, son. Triss would concur, I think.
Not in those words. But I do agree with the statement overall.
I actually not a misclick, I misinterpreted what the response would be when I clicked on the gentleman who was dead. I thought it was that tipped us off as to what was happening. I didn't realize that Geralt was going to lie and say that he actually, in person, told him. I wouldn't have chosen that option. It's too late now.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the Hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we... you know.
Could have corrected him yourself.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it? But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menga's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Okay, everyone. Just gonna stand around and just admire the scenery. I'm gonna go out here and admire the storm. Actually, we've got 4 more minutes. We have to be there around midnight, and it's still rather early. Can we do any other quest? Let's head to the casino. We won't actually do it in this episode, but I believe we'll get a chance to play some Gwent while we're there.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, sorry, sir. I thought you were the merchant. He must be around the corner here. Inside the building? We'll vendor anything we can vendor to the merchant, and then we'll just walk on over and visit the casino. Oh, it's Vivaldi. We don't... Oh, we have some coins we can trade in, I suppose.
How can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
141 crowns for a handful of florins. Wasn't so bad. I think the book merchant's over here. Oh, actually, why don't we stop here? We'll read a few books. You guys know by now, if you're not interested, you can just, close the video. And thank you all for watching. Otherwise, well, just hang around and we'll read all the books I've got and read any lore that I've picked up. So let's go ahead and do some reading. So I want to go to my inventory. And we've got, looks like, 3 books we haven't read. The Horse Whistler. Breaking into a horse's psyche is a simple matter of instilling your will as the rider into your mount, acquiring its trust and training in its obedience. Horses are intelligent, noble beasts, so they should be treated with tenderness and a decisive and firm energy. Mayer, the unquestioned authority in this area, emphasizes that when training one's mount, a rider must eternally on the lookout for errors in the training itself. Every time the taming process ends in failure, the rider must look for the blocking error first of all in his own actions, secondly in the horse's anatomy, and only in a last resort by concluding the horse has a naturally difficult temperament. Adhering to this principle protects one from undue punishments, which destroy the possibility of reaching an understanding between rider and mount and making it impossible to gain the animal's trust. Ciri, if you're reading these words, that means you have solved my riddle, for which you have my congratulations. It also means that you have not yet been caught and are still in Novigrad, which worries me greatly. I do not know exactly what you did on Temple Isle, but Menge is furious and will not rest until he captures you, skins you alive, and burns you at the stake. And now that he's got his sanctimonious paws on Dijkstra's treasure, he can hire enough men to search every home in the city thrice over. I am a Doppler, so I will be able to hide, but you must flee, while you still can. Your doo-doo. P.S. Don't even think about trying to break Dandelion free from Menge's clutches, it's impossible. But knowing our friend, he'll wriggle his way out somehow, or at least I hope he will. P.S. Forgive me for not writing how to contact me, but A, you are to flee, remember? B, Melatelli guards those who guard themselves. Care for your sword, soldier. A soldier can wear a dirty jerkin, rank footcloths, and stained greaves. A soldier can walk around unshaven, can stink to high heaven, or even have the mange. But his sword must always shine as if straight from the forge. For in a battle, neat clothing and an eye-pleasing appearance will not save anyone's life, but a sword will. As long as it is well cared for, and the man at the dull end knows what he's doing. So how should you care for your blade? Simple. After every battle, wipe all the blood and guts off of it. Take an oil-soaked linen rag and give it a good rub down. If you're fighting in swamplands or heavy rain, it's worth your while to coat the blade in beeswax. You should sharpen its edges regularly, using a good whetstone. It's important to take your time in doing this. Each movement should be steady and delicate, like you're stroking a virgin on your first night together. If your sword develops rust, it means you're a slovenly and lazy oaf. Take some sand in your hand at once and scour the blade till the stains disappear. Take heed, though, not to cut your fingers into doing, for then you won't be good to anyone. The Wild Hunt. From farmers and herdsmen, milkmaids to midwives, all the common folk of the continent whisper, sharing tales of a wraithly procession pounding across the sky. The Wild Hunt, they call it. Winds and gales, storms and blizzards arise when it is sighted, and all grows cold, though the sun shone bright moments before. Some remember only the cold from the shock of the encounter, and claim the riders come always in winter. But nay, this is not so. The hunt brings its own ice. Death and war gallop in its wake, or so the superstition goes, yet evil enough is the hunt itself, for it takes folk captive, youths most often, in the prime of their wilding years, with 10 to 20 summers behind them. The hunt rushes in, and they disappear, only to return long years later with no memory of what passed in the time between. Oh, we did not actually gain anything from any of that. Okay. So next, we want to go to our glossary. Let's read about anything we haven't read about. Basilisk. In memory of the noble knight Roderick, slain during a valiant struggle against a basilisk. Let's hope the beast choked on his bones. Gravestone inscription, the Zima Cemetery. Contrary to popular belief, basilisks cannot turn anything to stone with their gaze. That is small comfort, however, given that their acid, venom, claws, and teeth provide them many other ways to kill. Basilisks love dark, damp places such as cellars, caves, and city sewers. They hunt by day, waiting patiently in hiding for their prey to come, then jump out in a flash to unleash a deadly attack. When preparing to fight such a creature, one should drink Golden Oreo, which will provide resistance to its venom, and also prepare Dancing Star or sharpened bombs, which work particularly well against basilisks. Basilisk leather is a highly valuable material used to make fashionable shoes and women's handbags. For this reason, many men, their courage girded by gold lust, take to hunting them. Most of these hunts end in disaster, but some do manage to bag their prey, which has led to a drastic decline in the creature's numbers in recent years. Some mages and druids are of the opinion that basilisks should be included in programs meant to safeguard dying species. Everyone else thinks those mages and druids have gone completely mad. It looks like we have a vampire here. I thought we read about these guys a long time ago. Ekimaras. Bah, ain't nothing to fear. Ekimaras, why, they ain't nothing more than overgrown bats. Like other vampires, Ekimaras are not, despite what village gossips might say, undead humans. They are instead post-conjunction monsters, which have no particular feelings about garlic, holy water, or religious symbols. Unlike their portrayals in ballads and legends, they look nothing like handsome, pale aristocrats with charming Eastern accents, although, like Katakans or Nukrats, they do bear a strong resemblance to overgrown bats. They also do not suck blood from the necks of virgins with a delicate kiss-like bite. They tear them to shreds using long, sharp claws, and then slurp the splattered blood off the ground. Ekimaras are unusually cruel and exceptionally swift. They are able to quickly land blow after blow, capable of smashing even the best Mahakaman-made armor into tiny shards. They should be fought with a silver sword, remembering that they can regenerate back health over time. One should thus never attempt to tire them out, or God forbid, wait for them to bleed to death. Instead, cut them down as quickly as possible and, if possible, burn the body to ash and scatter it to the four winds. Higher vampires. Men, the polite ones at least, would call me a monster, a blood-drinking freak. Emriel Regis, higher vampire. Only a mutual thirst for blood links higher vampires to their distant and much more primitive cousins, Ekimaras, Alps, Katakans, and the like. Higher vampires are, in fact, much more similar to humans than those bat-like blood slurpers. They not only resemble us in appearance, but also share our intelligence and behavioral patterns. This means they do not squat in distant forests or hide in the shadows. On the contrary, they are particularly fond of cities, where they live out deceivingly normal lives. Even Witchers are not capable of recognizing them at once, for the medallions remain perfectly motionless in the presence of higher vampires. Yet all these similarities should not blind us to the essential difference. Unlike men, higher vampires are immortal. Those who have faced them in combat and survived can be counted on one hand. It is a Witcher's good fortune that higher vampires are extremely rare, and not all are dangerous to humans. Though they do have a taste for blood, they do not need to drink it to survive. Some higher vampires have renounced feeding on humans altogether, and do no harm to anyone, but others give in to their desires. A Witcher who braves fighting a higher vampire must bear in mind that he faces a monster endowed with incredible strength, one able to manipulate men and animals, turn invisible, and transform into a giant bat. And furthermore, one which is nearly impossible to kill. In other words, even an experienced monster slayer should think twice before accepting a contract on one of these creatures, even if half a kingdom and a princess's hand is in the offering. Alright, everyone.
Welcome. Welcome.
We still have more stuff to read.
What have you got there?
Probably, is he not going to buy? Maybe he'll buy books. No. We have a few more things to read, but
So long.
in our bestiary, in fact our glossary and our people, but we can do that later. So next episode, thank you all for watching again, and I will see everyone in the next one. Take care, everyone.